So yeah, so what you guys see is we had a tenant that left um, prior to their lease. So we're over here changing out the lock, putting the keyless lock on, so my realtor, or should I say my property manager, can show the property off once we get it done. And that way we can come and go as we need be or need fit. Because those lock boxes and things are kind of troublesome. People can't find the key or can't find a lockbox. We like to use keyless locks, so that way all people can get in whenever they need to. So whether it's people coming in as contractors or whether we're showing the property, etc., etc. So that's why we like the keyless lock. So that's what you're going to see here is us installing the keyless lock on this property where we just had a tenant who vacated the property prior to his lease. So stay tuned for part 2 where you're going to see how they left it in conditions. So we just had a tenant that pretty much, what do they call it? Abandoned the property, one of our properties that we were renting out to a guy, and we're getting ready to do a walkthrough of how he left it, because on an abandonment they don't move out, they just leave the property as is, and we get permission from our lawyer and our property manager that we can go in due to the abandonment. So I want you guys to walk with me as we take a look what was left and what needs to be done. So yeah, right off the bat, let's start in the living room. So I'll let the camera kind of go ahead, but what you're seeing right here is left a good sectional. So that's going to be fun to take apart and take out. From what I can see, it looks like the structure and everything is no major damage. So a lot of it might be cosmetic. Obviously what we're going to have to do is get new floors or carpet, whether we decide, and paint the place. You guys can't tell, but it is like a stale smell in here, but I don't smell anything like burnt wires or something like that. It's just a stale smell. So as you can see, he left a lot of stuff. We got toolboxes, we got couches, we got Mr. Teddy Bear over there taking a nap on the couch. We got, as you come around, you're gonna see old TVs. So in these type of things, when you have these people that abandon properties, you never know what you're going to walk into. I've seen worse, I've seen better, I've seen worse. But what I'm looking for is what do I'm going to have to spend money on when it comes to renovation. So these old tile floors we'll probably rip up and redo. I'll see if this refrigerator is still functional. As you can see, it does need to be cleaned out. He just left everything. So we'll need to be cleaned out, but we'll clean it out. But the ice it's still cold, the freezer is still cold, and the refrigerator is still cold, so that lets me know it still works. We'll check the appliances, and I normally get new appliances, so we'll probably replace this, get new countertops. We'll probably paint and refurbish the cabinets, as you can see. Dishwasher, we'll see if that still works. So, but this is how we left it. I mean, it looks like somebody still lives here, and he's been gone probably about a month before we can get all the legalities to get out of this property. Which is a treat though, is what you're going to see is a washer and dryer. He left a washer and dryer. So can you believe that he left? I'll say it again. He left a washer and dryer. So that's a bonus, and they work. We've already checked them. We've already checked in their name brand Samsung. So we will be keeping that. Looks like the water heater is in good condition. That's one thing that you want to look at. The bathrooms and everything looks like they're in order. It just needs to be updated, which we'll come in and do. We'll come in and do all that. You'll see a pantry area there that he left a lot of personal stuff, that we'll have all that cleaned out. And you'll see that here is the back door area. So what we're doing now is we're just changing the locks. So right here, we're doing the walkthrough as we're changing the locks. That way he can't get entry with whatever keys he may have had. And we have taken the property back over. So we'll go back to the front area. Like I say, once again, we'll be doing fresh paint, floors, carpet. This place won't even look nothing like this when it gets all done. So we'll walk up the steps and see what we got going on upstairs. So like I say, once again, we don't feel any structure down. I don't hear any creaks or loose steps as I'm going up the steps. Everything looks good. The banister, we will repaint that. As you got this foyer area in one of the bedrooms, you see a lot of his stuff was left. So, you know, we see chairs. He had some foam on the wall, so I don't know if he had a studio going on or what. But in this second bedroom, you have, I don't see any water damage or anything in the roof. So if the camera can show that, doesn't see any water damage or anything. So that's what you want to look for, any water damage, bubbles in your ceiling, things of that nature. So once again, it looks all cosmetic, which is a plus. Coming over to the bathroom, it needs to be updated, of course. This door has a hole in it, so obviously we'll replace that. Tub, I'll let the camera show. The tub is in good condition, just needs to be cleaned up real good, which we have somebody that does all that once we get the place back in tip-top shape. So that's always a plus. So once again, I'm just mentally counting up the dollars of things that we need to do. You got the foyer where he left, you know, liquor bottles, water bottles, a couple of crutches, all type of stuff. So you never know what you're going to get. And the other second bedroom looks about the same. You got TV stands, wall mounts. What else we got here? Just miscellaneous stuff that needs to be cleaned up. Same thing with this bathroom here. It looks like we have, you know, no structural damage. I don't see, once again, I don't see any water leaks. I don't smell any bad smells or odors. So that lets me know that the plumbing is not too bad. So just flush the toilet and you can hear the water going down, so I don't hear any gurgling or anything. So it sounds like the toilet's in good order. The internet boxes, things of that nature. So all this stuff will go to the trash. We'll have somebody come in, and what they do is do a clean out. They'll do a clean out, take a couple hours, and they'll just clean up everything. And then I'll have my contractor come in and assess what it will cost based on what we want to do. So we'll go back down and see what we have. Once again, you seeing more stuff. So much more junk, more stuff. So we'll go back down and let you guys see what something like that looks like when we're walking our properties, when a tenant moves out, and then more importantly, when a tenant abandons the property, what we have to do to get it back ready. So this is what we're working with, and we hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more videos and more footage, and we will keep you guys up to date and as we progress and flip it back for the next tenant.